What is happening? I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you guys. Everybody has their anime speech. Everybody needs their anime protagonist speech. Now, we've been talking about a lot of stuff recently, but I don't want to let anybody forget about something that's honestly music to my ears, the cope and the cringe from my political opponents. You know, I want to check something out that's incredibly interesting today. So we're going to take a little trip back over. All right, hop in the bus, everyone. All right, kids, hop in the bus. We're going to be taking a little trip back over to Arizona to see what's been going on there. So last we checked off when it came to Arizona, Charlie Kirk and crew have set down roots in the state. So I want you to understand the backdrop of all of this. Charlie Kirk, which is the head of one of the largest right-wing, you know, maybe some people may even call far-right political organizations working on college campuses and getting people to be a part of like right-wing ideology, has set roots down in Arizona, and he specifically said that Arizona is the best state in the entire country and that he plans to change it in his image to bring even more right-wing politics into like the Arizona cultural zeitgeist. All right, so that's his plan for Arizona. And we were checking out Charlie Kirk and things like in his bubble, Last Bad Batch, all that type of cringe. We're gonna be touching on them one more time when it comes to the idea of like introspection, but that's not for today. I want to touch a little bit back on the people who he was near, talked to, affected, just like the things that he was, the vibrations that he was resonating with different people. I want to show you a Kari Lake senior advisor that was talking to Kirk and crew about what's going on in the state. Take a look at this.
48% of the tabulation centers went down on election day due to toter ink and other printer malfunction issues. This is something that we sued about 6 months ago, something we yelled at everyone about. So, you know, we can take these things to court, but like at some point we're just,
does the campaign think that this election's certifiable, yes or no?
I don't want to answer that question and jump out against the litigation yet, but I can tell you that Kari Lake is certainly a fighter, and I just don't want to answer that yet, but I think that the public will have an answer to that very, very soon as to whether we do or not.
So this is her being asked whether or not does listen, I can't make fun of him because I also stutter, but it was funny, I will say. But this is basically a Kari Lake senior advisor being asked whether or not they're going to certify the election since she lost, and her being like, I guess we'll figure it out when we get there, right? I don't know, they may be planning another like a march on the Capitol or something. They may be trying to do a January 6th 2 electric boogaloo, possibly, but on the Arizona state, and try to, I don't know, maybe like hang Ducey. Is that gonna be the new fun meme to go on, the hang Ducey chants? Are you guys excited? Not again. It may be again. It's possible. We have no clue. All I know is that a lot of them think that there was cheating and lying. Once again, the conservative high IQ is at work these days. Every single time you see something good come in for the Democrats when it comes to ballots, they always screech that this is wrong and this is a lie and there's no possible way that this could happen. And the ballots just keep counting ballots, and some of them are good for Democrats. Curious, is it not? Curious, is it not? I don't know. They keep talking about a pattern, which is like counting late ballots, counting early ballots late, as many typically do, and thinking that that's some sort of like concerted effort to make Republicans lose. They're all talking about how they need to control how ballots are counted. They've all started to like make like a fascist talking point where it's like, it doesn't matter who casts the votes, it matters who counts the votes. And now they're all trying to like overrun election officials and take control of election offices so they could cheat. Remember, a lot of the conservative foundations when it comes to society is on top of a couple of very strong like foundational beliefs when it comes to conservatism. One of those is the cruel world idea. Some people call it cruel world fallacy, but it's a cruel world idea. It's basically like the anime antagonist idea of the world. And I'm not joking to you. Basically, cruel world means that the world is cruel. Everyone's lying, everyone's cheating, everybody's doing something to only help themselves, the altruism is few and far between, and it doesn't make any real difference on the world. And so what you need to do is you need to be just as hardcore, lie just as much as them, cheat just as much as them, step on his people just as much as them, or more, to be able to get your place in the world. The world is cruel, so you might as well be able to lean into it and be bad too. The 40K fallacy. Yeah, and so basically their idea is we need to be able to count the votes so we can cheat. So we can cheat because they're already cheating. So it's not like we're not going to cheat. We'll cheat too, since they're already cheating, even though their idea of cheating is just counting the ballots for longer than they would like, even though none of them understand why the ballots are taking so long to count in the first place. But on that, I would like to not talk about people who are close to election officials. I would like to talk a little bit more about the people who Charlie Kirk and friends have whipped into a frenzy to think that this election was stolen or yoinked or unethical or something, to get them to act a fool. And somebody put together a little compilation of the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, a little public meeting, and you can see what these people have to say. Let me know if any of it sounds familiar to you.
Election needs to be nullified because of the problems.
There's no other way to do this but to have another election, to completely scrap this.
We need ballots that are paper. It needs to be counted in one day.
Why were there ballots that were 19-inch in inventory that were probably sent to Republican locations that jammed the machines when he knew that it took 20-inch? Why were the 19-inch ballots in inventory?
Just disgusted by your behaviors and your decisions that you've made. And look at all these people out here who are just suffering so badly because of your falsehoods, let's just say.
Holy crap, trembling with anger. Oh my gosh. Yo. You have no clue what you've done. Your falsehoods run deep like the river of blood of dead Republicans and who have been slain at your blade. Like, oh my gosh. Me looking for people suffering. Yeah, who suffered, lady? What are you talking about? I was doing just fine. I gotta tell you, while I was watching the election, I was doing just fine. But I want to hear this guy talk about 19 inches again.
Inventory that were probably sent to Republican locations that jammed the machines when he knew that it took 20-inch. Why were the 19-inch ballots in inventory?
Just disgusted by your behavior.
Why are there 19-inch ballots in inventory? What are you talking about? Just so you know, when it comes to Arizona, you can drop off ballots basically wherever you want. Source, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, okay? It's honestly not even important.
Behaviors and your decisions that you've made, and look at all these people out here who are just suffering so badly because of your
everyone's dying
falsehoods, let's just say.
And then you look into your own soul and you look back at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are the cancer that is tearing this nation apart. Good day.
Thank you.
We have media that's being...
What is happening? I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you guys. Everybody has their anime speech. Everybody needs their anime protagonist speech. Okay? They are the main characters. Yeah, my man's spitting all over the mic. Yo, can we get a new mic? This one's soaking wet. Oh, everybody started to pull out their phones. They're like, I gotta record this shit. This is too good.
This meme is very real.
Me screaming while trying to kill election officials. You're tearing this nation apart. Was that DJ Kirk? You're tearing this nation apart. Good day. I said good day, sir. Thank you.
Excluded here. The American Voice and Gateway Pundit has not been allowed to be in here. Why?
There are also families who are interested in moving to Arizona and are no longer interested because of this election.
The 2020
sound like a personal
election
problem.
was red, but something happened. something unethical, and it seems to be recurring again.
Thank you very much.
I got fired. And when I asked
you. I'm
why,
sorry.
I'm sorry. This is not for personal. This is not personal-ish. Damn, that's crazy. Who asked? Yeah, starts getting up on. Joins the Discord voice channel. Starts trauma dumping. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that like GDQ with the girl who's knitting in the back who wants to talk about her dead grandma, or her dead grandma or something. They're like, "Thank you, very cool." I got fired.
Your time is up.
I was told I didn't have to have a reason.
Ma'am, your time is up.
Fired.
Thank you. No, we are not going to do. We're not going to clap. We're not going to have clapping and cheering.
The incompetence of this board is the exact reason why I'm an official candidate
to
replace Mr. Clint Hickman in District 4 in 2024.
No, please stop.
Is this his? What is that? It is he? Did he literally come up to be like as like an ad placement or something? Please don't clap. Yeah, you're right. They have to put up a don't clap sign. Yeah, my man came here to start campaigning. He's gonna put this on all of it. Well, I was gonna say he's gonna put this on TV ads. I highly doubt he'll get the money to do that. My bad.
Thank you very much.
The 17,000 number that has been publicized as door number 3 ballots is far understated. We were there.
We need to stop. I'm watching the clock. We need to stop.
What the fuck is happening? So just so you know, if you hear anybody talking about like door 3 does not exist. Box 3 does exist. If you hear any like conservatives having like a box 3 conspiracy theory, no, it's not like Pandora's box or something, or it's not like Katie Hobbs performs some like ancient pagan magic to be able to suck the souls from conservative voters going to the polls and then trap them in a box so they so their like bodies in the living world could not like work anymore. It's not like she opened up the ghost trap from fucking Ghostbusters and sucked in all of the people going to the ballot box who were wearing a Kari Lake shirt. That didn't happen. I'm sorry. No, it's not like in Hitman where you can pick somebody up and drop them in a box and they just like disappeared. Box 3 is a ballot drop-off box that when tabulation machines stopped at some voting precincts on election day in Arizona, they took those, they told people, you can't tabulate this, put it in this box 3 and we'll count it when it's ready to be counted. And so you hear a lot of people saying that, oh, this is like 1 billion conservative votes or something. And they think that Katie Hobbs like shat in it and then threw it in like a river that leads out into, I don't know, like the Pacific Ocean, I guess. I have no clue. Yeah, it's 1 more billion votes that they think is in there. And once they crack it open, they'll be able to find all the votes that Kari Lake needs to be able to win over again. Here's how Kari Lake can still win. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that most of box 3, if not all of box 3, has been counted now. But there's a massive conspiracy theory about how box 3 was yoinked by I don't know, any like crazy thing or something.
Stop the outburst. You guys are doing a great job, but let's just keep it the way we are.
We can't accept these results.
It's so true. You can't do it. You can't. Listen, I know you can't. That's okay. Just keep on going. You can make it happen. It's all right. I promise you it's going to be fine. Oh, apparently Dreadlock Boy, apparently the white dreadlock guy, apparently he has like a history of doing this. Wait a second, did we just find a conservative plant? Wait a second, pause. Did people just find this guy to be a conservative plant? Yeah, he's well known. Is this guy a plant? Is this guy fake? Is he like an op or something? Is he a fed? Who is this guy? Yeah, main character discovered. Actually, look, San Diego anti-vaccine protesters strongly opposes vaccine mandates. Got a little heated. So he starts screeching and screaming here. Same hairstyle, same beard, same shirt. Literally the same shirt. And then he came here to the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors to screech here too. Wait a second. He's been screaming since the 2020 election? Really? Wait, is that... Wait, is this just like his thing? Is he getting bussed around by like Charlie Kirk and friends to be able to like hopefully sway them or something? What's going on? Yeah, he has a whole uniform. Actual crisis actor? Wait, he is an actual crisis actor. Wait a second. Wait, he is a crisis actor. Wait, he gets paid or something, or he goes around all of these random places in like the west of the country to be able to scream at all of these separate like county board meetings. It's wild. Wait, how far is San Diego from Maricopa? Oh my gosh. Wait a second. This guy will like go anywhere as long as it's within like a five hour ride for him. Yo, that's crazy. Wait a second. He does literally act and pretend like he's from that like district or something, and then comes over, pretends to be like outraged, or maybe he is actually outraged, but pretends to be an outraged citizen, and then scurries away to somewhere else. Yeah, we'll yell anywhere for cash. Charlie Kirk was like, damn, I see this guy. He had to buy his services. Apparently, there's the whole thing. Over the course of an hour, Mr. Baker was one of several people who gave Maricopa board a piece of their mind today about the election. Mr. Baker stood out.
Mr. Baker?
Mr. Baker?
Good morning. Once again, the eyes of the world are upon Maricopa County.
Is this a Dark Souls NPC? Just shut up. The eyes of the universe have peered through the ephemeral glass and they land upon Maricopa County once again. Like, why are you talking like that, bro? Fake Jesus? Nah, he looks like if, you know, like those actors who play Jesus, he looks like if one of them came from like the outskirts of Miami-Dade County. You know, this is like Florida man Jesus, right? Like, am I right? This is definitely Florida. If Jesus was a Florida man. Modern Florida man Jesus, 100%.
For another botched election. Am I here to accuse you of stealing the vote? Heavens no, for that would make me a terrorist, wouldn't it?
What?
Let me ask you, if you took your life savings to a bank,
okay,
and the teller put them in a machine,
okay,
and
yeah,
the
I'm thinking.
machine kicked out 1 out of 4 of your bills, and the teller said, don't worry, we'll put them in box 3 over here, and we'll let you know how many were in there later. We'll send them off to a separate location, and someone will be sure to get back to you and tell you how much money you have. Would you?
What? It's so dramatic. What's happening? What am I gonna do? Rob the bank? Yes.
If you took your life savings,
I took my life savings to a bank.
And the teller put them in a machine.
Okay,
and the machine kicked out 1 out of 4 of your bills, and the teller said, "Don't worry, we'll put them in box 3 over here, and we'll let you know how many were in there later. We'll send them off to a separate location, and someone will be sure to get back to you and tell you how much money you have. Would you be okay with that?"
Okay, so apparently you take all of your life savings in like a wheelbarrow, cartoonishly, I guess, or something, or maybe in or maybe in like a big bag of money, or a big burlap sack with a $sign painted on it, and you give it to a teller to count because apparently you can't, and then the counting machine's broken. And they said, hey, I'm going to put this here in the secure box. And then when we get a counting machine, we'll count it, okay? I'd be like, okay. I mean, that does seem fine, does it not? If you go to a place and they're like, hey, this machine doesn't work, we're going to have to do like a plan B. Would you be like, okay, that's fine? Aren't banks basically just large IOUs? I feel like an economist simply died once you said that. But for the purposes of this conversation, yes. They are just one big IOU. That's true. Yes, the money sack does have a giant $sign. The burlap sack does have a $sign on it, as it needs. I don't know, I just think it's very weird. Like, you could just take your money back. You could go somewhere else if you want. And once again, you could, I mean, but I don't know. It's just, so what did you want did you want them to like, they can't count it by hand. It doesn't make any sense. If they can't tabulate it, they can't tabulate it, partner. What do you want from them?
No, you would not be okay with that. Now ask yourself the question, which is more valuable, your vote or your money? Now ask a lobbyist that same question. Now ask a campaign manager that question. Now ask Mark Zuckerberg that question, which is more valuable,
not the Zuck.
Your money or your vote or your country or this world or the corruption that is taking over every single county in this nation?
What the fuck is it? Wait, can we get some like superhero music to this? What, guys? Or like, can we get some like cinematic music, like a villain? I don't know, maybe like a villain monologue song. We could also do like a hero monologue song. Like, we need something, right? There's 100% music playing in his head. Oh, 100%. There's no way there's not. Oblivion NPC aggression. Wait, the Breath of the Wild battle theme when he starts screaming.
Which is more valuable, your vote or your money? Now ask a lobbyist that same question. Now ask a campaign manager that question. Now ask Mark Zuckerberg that question, which is more valuable, your money or your vote or your country or this world or the corruption that is taking over every single county in this nation? And then you look into your own soul and you look back at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are the cancer that is tearing this nation apart.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, it worked perfectly. Oh man, listen, who said the boy didn't still have the touch of the music in him? Oh man, and I bet you all were wondering what I was doing when I was just looking at the video and then looking back at the music again. Okay, I had it. I had the throughput. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Good day. Good day. Anyways, free speech is not without consequences. For people like Charlie Kirk, the consequences is sometimes getting banned from social media apps. For the rest of us, the consequence to this person's free speech is a world that's filled with people who have very low, if not absolutely no comprehension of what is true and what is false, filled with confirmation bias, copium, and a complete lack of an ability to discern fact from fiction, and a complete inability to of having like even the most basic media literacy or understanding of when something is biased and when something is not. They're filled with ideas of like grandeur, and a lot of these people are filled with the sort of like meme idea where it's like everybody is standing around in a sort of bus and they're all thinking the same thing, and it's like, look at these people, they have no clue what's actually true, they have no clue what's really going on, they're all lost, these sheeple, they have no possible clue what's really out there or what they're shielding their eyes from. It's all like the same thing over and over again. Everybody wants to feel special, everybody wants to have like a little touch, a little tinge of that knowledge that nobody else has. They want to feel like they're on the cusp of something amazing that the sheeple just have to open up their eyes for. And 9 times out of 10, and for some people 10 times out of 10, it's just factually not true. You are not privy to some incredible knowledge that other people will just be awoken to sometime. The world isn't against you the way that you think that it is. A lot of the times you're just wrong, or you're just kind of stupid. And this is one of those situations where a lot of them just haven't figured out that they're just kind of dumb and have been played. A lot of these people are simply just played, really. Now, a lot of these people are paid to do what they do, or they get money or like clout or something from doing what they do. Charlie Kirk is not somebody who is just stupid. I don't believe Charlie Kirk is just stupid. Charlie Kirk knows exactly what he's doing, and he's been doing it for a while. He has a purpose to what he's doing. Now, while he sits in his multi-million-dollar home and kicks back his feet off of the dollars and donations from the poor people who he whips into a frenzy, the people who are actually doing the dirty work, his grunt work, the people going out to do stuff like this, these are the people who get played. These are the people who have no clue right from wrong. These are the people who are like being separated from their friends and family because they're all indoctrinated into the woke cult or something like that. It is very sad. But a lot of these people simply just, I don't know, are not built to understand sometimes. And it's not because they're like fundamentally bad. Just when I say that, don't think of it as me saying they're like fundamentally unfixable. It's just the mind state that they're in at the moment is not something that provides itself to changing their mind once it's set on something, especially when you think that you have some hidden knowledge, or you're at the cusp of like something much greater. You're not going to change your mind on that because it hurts too much to actually realize that you're wrong, and it feels too good to actually believe that you're like super oppressed or something. It just feels too good. Let me be honest. The reason why a lot of these people chase depression is because, for one, it makes them feel special, that they feel like they're going to get some sort of like a prize for it. It feels good. It makes them feel like they're somebody worth paying attention to. They can weasel their way into like other spaces with actually oppressed people in there, and they have something more to talk about besides just, oh, I'm the main group and we basically get everything that we want so far. It's the same reason for, I don't know, like why like a really rich kid may join up with some like gangsters or something to go pretend to commit some crimes, or may actually commit some crimes. You have everything, but it's too fun. It's too fun to live with the plebeians for a little while, you know? Like, they can go back to being completely privileged in their lives anywhere. It's basically like a costume, you know? It is 100% a costume of oppression that they like to put on from time to time, especially around elections, to feel oppressed when at the very end. No, because you know what? I would imagine that it would be a little fun if you could just take it off. You know, if you could just kind of go home, is that you could just stop thinking about it. For actually oppressed people, it's not like that. You don't just stop being oppressed to when you just like go home or something, or when you like get offline, you know? It's for these people, it's absolutely like that. They're not oppressed. They'll be perfectly fine. For everybody else who has to suffer through actual oppression, a lot of these people will never be able to get better. Will never have like a better situation in their lives. But hey, listen, it's not like they ever really cared about it to begin with. You know what I mean? Come on. Instead of doing anything good for society, they're busy screaming at a board of electors for not putting in the candidate that they want. You know? Come on. It's cringe. It's all cringe. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it.